Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Darcy. And I had a bit of an idea today. This base of this tag I sewed it like back in February. And then I used it today. And I was like, well, why don't I have a bunch of these made up? Because it was just so simple to have it already sewn up. And all I did was glue on 3 pieces. And I had a tag, which I thought came out pretty. I don't know about you guys. So, for this one, it was a piece of heavier paper and a piece of just tea-dyed copy paper. And I will show you some different ways that I've decided to try this. This is paper I got at Walmart. It is very bright. It does not bend well. When it folds, it cracks. And it's not a color I'm going to use. So I thought I would take this 12-inch paper and then marry it with one of these. Let's see. That's a heavy cardstock, and some of them I think we will just take. Let's just do the gray. Does the red show through a lot on the gray? No. I'm going to do some gray. And then I'm not worried about the back, because after I cut these down and sew them, I can put on the back whatever I want, or if it's going to become a pocket. These will actually be fairly thick if I do that. Actually, this is heavier paper. I want a lighter paper. Sorry. Oh, here we go. This is perfect. If you have paper that is already a collage paper, that's perfect for making backs, because then you've already got your collage. And I also have the problem with my glue sticks that they unstick the next day. So I'm going to use up these glue sticks, and what's good is by the time they unstick, they'll be sewn together and I won't have to worry about them unsticking. So that should work. I apologize if you're hearing all my fans and my ice maker, but it's summer and I can't live without either one, even though the AC is on. I don't know how I grew up without central air. Well, actually, no air conditioning. We didn't ever. I grew up in Massachusetts, and we didn't have air conditioning. Nope. We went down to the pond as much as we could, but my mom didn't have a license then, so we had to wait. Either rely on the kindness of strangers, well, on the kindness of friends, who are usually pretty willing to take us to the pond if it meant they got to go, because it's a really nice pond with a sandy bottom, and really nice pond with the sandy bottom and the shade. It was usually 5 to 10 degrees cooler there than downtown where we lived, and it was about 20 to 30 minutes away. Alright, now I want to set that to the side. We will cut that in a minute. And then another thing, if you do not have cardstock to use, just use a book. So I'm just going to glue this together right here. I'm going to glue 2 book pages together, which will give me the thickness I want for whether it's going to be a tag or a pocket. And then I can sew these, and I can put my backs on later. So then I'll have more writing space on the back because the sewing won't show through on the back. And what else was I saying? Oh, and if it's a pocket, I don't have to do the back. And this I can use as collage paper as well. So what I was going to do with this, except for, do I see my ruler? No. I was going to tear it so I'd already have a torn edge. But I have no idea. Oh, we'll use this one. I moved everything off my desk. Alright, so right about there. You're in my way. The glue. Oh my goodness, so much glue. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think it's around 6 inches this paper is. Wow. I'm gonna go a little bit further so to make sure that it covers, and then I'll already have a torn edge on this side if I do decide to use it for collage. That's the only reason I'm doing that way. That line is handy. Ouch. And also you can do collage this way too if you wanted to. So now I'm going to glue this on. Yeah, these glue sticks for me, I'll glue something and then the next day it'll be coming apart. Now, I was not using the bone folder when I did that, so I don't know if the bone folder would make a difference or not. But I'm using it today more because I want it nice and smooth. But it will also be good if it also helps it to stay stuck. So I got 2 book pages and that regular size page. And if I wanted, like if I know for sure that these are all going to be tags, I could go ahead and, actually I might do that only because I'll do one with and one without. How's that sound? That's a little too yellow. And also the thing is I don't always know what I'm going to be using it for in a book. But since that has pink in it, there's a good chance that this will also have pink. And we want the nice grungy, one of these nice grungy bits here. Does that one still have any in it? Okay, so this one will be backed and the next one will not. I want to line that up just so I can see that where my edges are when I cut it. Otherwise, I'll never. That way, they hopefully be a little bit less waste that way. And I'll cut that off when I do my. This is avocado dyed paper, and the pan I used. I'm not sure if it had some black dye on it or if it was rust, but cool look. Okay, and then the other thing I did is, let's see, do I have, I could take this cardstock type paper and just, oh, here we go. I gotta tea dye some more paper. I still have plenty of colors, but not a lot of actual. I want the yellow as my background. So, yeah, this is one of those packs where you get, I don't know how many pieces. It's like 20 pieces of the same paper. So, you know, I'm always looking for ways to use up this paper. I already have one open, don't I? So we're right here. This is Graphics 45. I got it at Tuesday morning. It's double-sided. I think they also have packs where that paper is in it, but then they have packs where like there's just a bunch of this one paper. And I probably will have to do a whole journal on this because I made a whole bunch of ephemera. Well, it'll be part of another is that side I want? No, I want this side. Interesting side, which I just lost some of it, and now it's sticky down here. I was just watching Tina Shabby Dabby Doodah talking about how glue is not her friend, and here I am with glue everywhere. I think it's a crafter's thing. I don't think it's just one person that deals with it. And then I could still do another. Just go ahead and do this one up here. And that will give me a bunch of tags with a yellow background, which I could do a lot of because my mom always used to say, well, I think my dad said she would say that every kitchen could use a pop of yellow. And then she also used to send out these sunshine baskets, which always, like the name, sunshine, all about the yellow and the sunshine. And I guess I could just cut right here, can I? Make it easier to cut when I get it in the 12-inch. Okay, so once we get a bunch of those, so you could use cardstock with regular thickness paper, as your back, or regular thickness paper as your front, and cardstock as your back, or in the middle, and you can leave the back plain. This one I didn't even glue, I don't think, but it has a really, I just like the way they feel. I don't know. So this was a little bit thicker paper, and I had sewn that all around there, and I do want to make some that size. I really like that size for some things. And then, like I said before, if you have some collage paper, that is a perfect thing to use. I think I have enough right now. Let's pull out the handy dandy cutter. Let's cut some things down. We're going to cut some pocket size. And I want to cut this on the line here, close to it anyway. I don't think I got that quite straight, but that's all right. Make sure that this line, see, already that stuff that was glued on with that glue is coming off, but I'm just going to use them up. So this is going to end up being 3 1/4, and size doesn't matter. You're just going to have a whole bunch of different sizes, and they're going to fit for whatever project you have. You're going to want a whole bunch of different sizes. Okay, let's do this. There you go. That's 6 inches, right about there. Our precise measuring. So these two will be tags. Go ahead and use this to help me. Yeah, if you've already cut corner of one tag, you can just use that to do a bunch more. So that's what, oh, I guess we should trim off that bottom. What about this one? That one's good. Now I can make sure that they're upside right. Okay, that one was. On this one is directional, because this is the 12 right here, so you kind of want the 12 at the top of your clocks. But if it's going to be collaged quite a bit on there, it won't matter much. But I do like the look of a sewn tag. Now if you don't have a sewing machine to sew the tags, if your glue stick works really well, go ahead and do that. If you're like me and your glue sticks don't work real great, what you might want to do is, once you have them all cut, go around the edges with some better glue to make sure that it's gonna work. All right, let me go ahead and take off that little strip right there that doesn't have. All right, let's see. I'm gonna do some, what size was this one? I like that size. So that's like 3 3/4. You know, precise measuring. Just kind of guess where our 6 inch mark is. Well, 2 different sizes. One huge one, one less huge one. Let's use this for this one. It's even taller than that one. About the same width though. Come on, why you gotta be so cruel? I'm gonna cut your corner anyway. Alright, and this one I'm going to leave for a journal card. And then for pockets, 3 1/2 inches or 3 inches, we're going to go with 3 and 3 1/2. I can always cut it, well, no, I can't. Alright, so that'll be a pocket or side tuck. I just got to remember my width, and the words on there will help. 3 1/2. and then another journal card. So there, that's all you do. You just cut and cut and cut. Alright. That's the nice thing about this is I can go ahead and look through and kind of see where the straight edge is on the one thing that I have that's a straight edge. Move a little bit there. Yeah, when I don't look at that, that's when I get into trouble and I'm just like, ah. Alright, okay. Don't need to go too far in on that. No, you're like, what are you doing? Okay, that's not straight. That's good to know. So that is like that. Did I go far enough? We'll see. So how's everybody doing? What are you working on? Hopefully in the next video I'll show you the tea-dyed fabric. I did the fabric. It was a little bit harder to dye because I never heard this word before, but my son said it was a hydrophobic. A hydrophobic fabric. That just means it resists water. So when you're trying to dye something, having it resist water, not always ideal. But I got it done. So that was good. And yeah, so I did at least a sample of the new ticking that I got. I didn't do any, well, when I dyed the red one, I do have a little bit of the red one here. It was, you could see all the way through to the back. That one was not hydrophobic. That one was a lot easier. But these that you can't, well, that blue one, I don't know. I haven't tried that one yet. But like this one, you can't, the color doesn't go all the way through the back. That one was hydrophobic. All the ones I just got. Fortunately, which is this one, the Ossenberg and the muslin were not either, so they were easy. This is the Ossenberg. These are both Ossenberg. Got muslin here somewhere. Yeah, I said next video. Well, I don't know where my aqua one is, and that's the one I kind of want to show the difference in. So, yep. So, yep, I guess I can pause and go ahead and cut some more of these, and then I will, unless you like watching me cut, and I have a bunch ready. I can go ahead and sew some. I don't know if you want to watch me sew, though. But I gotta wait for those to dry before I sew them. But yeah, when I finished making this one, I was just like, well, that was easy because the tag was already done, already sewn. Why don't I just make a bunch like that? So that's what I'm doing. And I like the neutral, like the, yeah, anyway, it worked perfect because the flowers were the colors of the thing. With just some music paper back there. I gotta sew. Do I want to sew that one? I might. Alright. I've tried to make my life a little easier. This is one of the journals I'm working on, by the way. You know, squirrel. And then this is a tag. This is a distressed version of it that I painted and stenciled and whatnot. And then some stamps. Shell, the Rambling Crafter, she's been making stamps. I mean, there were stamps on it, don't get me wrong. Paper clips. I made mine a little different, but she's been making paper clips. And she used stamps on the paper clips, which inspired me to finally use some of my millions of stamps. I have a lot of postage stamps. And I'm not going to apologize for using any that have old slave owners because I paid for those stamps. And, yeah, I'm not going to. Oh, and for those of you that have this Tim Holtz stamp that don't know what to do with it, this is one thing I did with it is I cut it out on the corner of the tag that I also cut out, and then just backed it with another paper, and then backed it with another paper because, you know, I had done it on really thin paper. And also another way to use it, well, I would show you if I could. Yeah, I have 3 journals I'm working on right now, which is why I'm trying to get all these tags and pockets done more easily. This is the other thing. You could just do it. I did this one I did in the corner, and then backed it with the pink paper, and then a card is on the back of that. So this is a big card, this is a big card, and pocket is not as big as I hoped it would be, but that's all right. So I actually put a little bit of a little bound journal, just a little one, inside a hinged journal because I'm extra, and then I did tip out parts with the journal as well. So yeah, when that's finished, I'll do a flip through. Stamp words, it's on pink. I don't know what that was about. And then I just did a quilted, I got it at a thrift store, but it looked brand new, sham. So that's it. And I put squirrel. I'm gonna pause and get my sewing machine all together. Give me a minute. Okay, I don't think I can get much better angle than that. And it puts the machine far away from me. Oh, the other thing that you could do is if you have tea-dyed cardstock like this, you could just use that for the back and use regular paper for the front. You can also go ahead and print out some of your printables and cut them down to something that you like. And well, that wasn't good. My sewing machine got turned off with the needle down. That's never good. Don't do that. Alright, I like to do a zigzag 2.5. Is one of my favorite. And I start where the tag's gonna go, if I'm gonna do a tag. And then, just like Gail Gusnelli says, end on the left before you turn. Gives it a nicer, whoops, going off the rails. Is that far enough? Well, it's gonna be today. Part of the reason I like a zigzag stitch is if it's not perfectly straight, it's not quite as noticeable. Oh good, I can go one more. Sometimes I just think, no, I couldn't go one more. Alright, now I need to move that over just right there so it lines up. Oh, I was saying I start right about where the tag goes so I can overlap a little bit at the end. So that way the mess is up here, but I can just, if I'm going to put a tag there, it'll cover the mess. I usually will put a tag there to cover the mess, even if it's just a piece of lace or a piece of fabric. And one of them here I actually already put the fabric on. Now I'm a little too high right here, which doesn't make me happy, so I'm just going to trim that off a little bit. Just so that it's a little more even around the edges. And this one, I glued it and the glue's already coming off. So that's why either I have to use a really good tacky glue, art glitter glue, or I have to sew them to get a good, oh, I wasn't gonna do that. That'll work. Actually, I had a whole big pile of stuff to sew. But I also am almost out of, my thread is almost gone here. So I thought I would go ahead and, my foot is not coming to the edge and I want my foot to the edge. So when I get to the edge, I turn it with the needle down and then I pull the needle up and try to stay as straight as I can, not moving this way or that way, but just move over so I get to the edge where I want to be. Otherwise, oh yeah, pull up. Otherwise I won't meet up. Yeah, otherwise it won't be where I want it to be. That's all. And the corners, the corners are a little bit, they're not as, like, see this one right here, I didn't move it. And that one there, I did move it. So it doesn't make a huge difference. Plus, you can't even hardly see that. So, alright, let's see. Those are still drying, but where's one that I did earlier? There we go. Oh, here's one. Oh, here's one that I put a tab on already. So I'm still going to sew where the tab is because I can always put a little piece of lace across there. And I think I want to switch my stitch. What do I want to switch it to? I don't have a coffee bean stitch, do I? This one's for a coffee journal. But I might just go ahead and do straight on this one. And then I just go all the way to the right so I can have it as close to the edge as I can. And there we go. Not that you can see that. Oh, one more. Fortunately, my foot pedal is nice and sensitive, so I can go really super slow if I need to. Oh, that was too close to the edge. That won't work. Ugh, of course. Too close to the edge, but not close enough, just to be difficult. Probably because I made my stitch a little long, but I don't want to do my stitch too close together or I'll end up with like a perforated side. Which is another reason I like the zigzag. Because then you don't have all your, what's the word that I want? You don't have all your stitches right in a row. So that I sewed the tag on at the same time that I sewed that. That one was a collage one. Let's see. This one is just, that one was one that I printed. Where's one that, oh, these are the ones I did earlier. This one's starting to come apart. Was it? Yeah. So this one's probably going to be a journal tag. And since this has like that, I might start on a corner on this one. No, I'll still start in it's not going to have a tab, so this will have to be the bottom. And I'm going to switch it to, where did it go? 25. 5. I don't want it too. Okay, let's see how we do. I need to figure out what is the best for the wavy one. I don't know what the number is that I like the best. But I can tell you that the ones I glued earlier today are already coming apart. So frustrating. As long as it holds enough for me to get it sewn. Oh no, actually these ones I might have just glued the middle. That might be why. I might have, no, I thought I, some of them I cut first and just put glue in the middle. So that I wouldn't, so I wasn't sure how long it was going to be before I sewed them. Ooh, that lined up just about. That's You can see it better on that side. I wish I could figure out how to do the edges. I might go straight stitch on the edges. I don't know. But yeah, at the top, it just about lined up right there. Which could be the bottom on this one. There's no words. Let's see. That's another collage one. Another collage one. Although I need to do the light color. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. What did I think about this one? I think I want that closer together. Maybe, yeah. So 25, 1.8, and 4. I need to write that down because I want to try something going around the corners. 1.8 and 4. Piece of paper that I could actually write on would be nice. 1.8 and 4, and it's number 25. That's the only thing, is you can't just flip an easy switch. Wait, oh, because I didn't. It's my fault. There we go. Oh, I'm too close to the edge now. I forgot to do that part where I need to come in. Okay, it would help if I didn't do that when my foot's on there. There we go. Yeah, that one's going to be a little messed up. Oh, my bobbin's almost out too. I also need to remember just said that, to remember to have that up. I'm going to go just straight across from the bottom. And I ended up way up on that part, so I'm actually going to go lift that a little bit. Yeah, my sewing is getting all messed up right now. So I think we're going to end up with a little bit of messy sewing on this one. 5, 1.8, and 4. So when I mess up like that, like on the other one, what I will probably do is just put lace on that side. And that will cover all manner of errors, all manner, yeah, imperfections. So you can see a little bit better on the back. That's a little bit of a mess. It was too close to the edge there, so that's probably where lace is going to go. And then I just kind of, I was too high, so I just went back and forth down there. But I don't know what happened here. I don't know. So yes, lace is definitely going to go right there. Oh, here's another one that I glued. Let's see. Let's do another tag just for fun. So yeah, if you stayed with me till this far, I'm really amazed. And thank you for, what did I say, like 2.5 and 2.5 for the, where's the one I did? Is that the one I like? Yeah, I do. I like 2.5 and 2.5. I just like the really even. Yeah, for the zigzag. I'm doing the zigzag, and this is probably going to be the last one that will work with this. Ooh, what was that? You ever hear noises that scare you? I know my bobbin's almost gone. I know, I'm really surprised I didn't hear those noises when I was trying to change it with the needle down. Don't change your whatever it's called with the needle down. Just don't do that. You'll break your machine. You will totally break your machine. So don't make the mistakes I make. That's not a good sound. Alright, you know what I think happened right here? I don't know, but oh, I think it's a piece of, I don't know. Ugh. A piece of something got stuck somewhere. So now I'm gonna go past that point, and guess what's gonna go right there? A piece of lace. Because that is how we roll, people. We just make it work. Alright, the problem right now I'm gonna have. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Really weird. It went back over that part that got messed up easily, even though there was like a big lump there. Alright, what was I trying to say? Thank you for staying this far. If you stayed this far, I hope you have a delightful day. I appreciate you and any new subscribers and people that actually come and watch. I appreciate the people that subscribe too, even if they don't come back and watch. But I especially appreciate the people that do both. And as always, I appreciate your comments. So yeah, I think that's about it. So that's, I'm going to be doing some mask making tags. I'm just doing the bases. And hopefully in a next video or some video, I'll decorate them. Some of them anyway. I just want to have them on hand. Where'd my already done one go? Oh, it's right here. So yeah, so this will become something like, you know, I'll put a collage or I'll do something on there, and this will be a nice background. It'll work really well in my blue and red journal that I've got going on. And this will work really well in my, I obviously need to put something there. Don't know what. Might just put a little cup of coffee there. Ooh, did you see my coffee one? I know I said goodbye already. Some of you might have seen it near the beginning. Oh, I want to sew this too. Squirrel! Did you see the, oh, here it is. That, I found this silhouette online, and it's a PNG, so I was able to put it right over. That is my porch prints, grunge music, no, the grunge set that comes with like the alphabet grunge and some like license plate grunge and that kind of stuff, which I love. Ooh, and this is from the same paper pack as that. So, alright, I'm saying goodbye now. Goodbye!